You say you usually don't do what now?
I usually do not do like TikTok fads and social media fads and stuff. You know, the whole Stanley Cup thing. You know, I didn't do none of that. But this is free, so I did it. They are saying that Starbucks has the best water, right? So I had to try it out for myself today. I mean, it was free. Why not?
What was the difference between that and other waters?
This water is so good. You see, I'm sipping it. You see, I'm sipping because it tastes like a water you sip. It don't even taste like a water you drink. It tastes like a water that you just, this good. It's 3 times filtered is what they saying.
Try not to cuss who.
Oh.
I be had to have them
we can't cuss.
For my Facebook clips.
Oh,
Facebook won't monetize it. And then, I just want to have a wider audience. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody cuss.
I ain't got nothing to do with what everybody else do. I like my vision for this situation out here ain't got nothing to do with everybody else's vision. You know what I'm saying? Like I
don't cuss either.
I won't.
So I'm not. But it's like in this setting, it makes you want to you know what I'm saying? Because you get relaxed and you just be chilling. Because
I be wanting old people to listen to my show. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about everybody. We reaching all demographics.
That's what I'm saying.
I will refrain from using any profanity.
Yeah. So if you dropping like F-bombs, you kind of
all day.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Everybody curse here.
They do, but just not on this platform right here. You know what I'm saying? Cause think about it.
Okay.
If a company has a certain audience, that they have a clean cut audience, you know that we can talk about whatever we want, but they have an audience that don't want to hear cussing, and they come in, they got a $20 million deal. They're like, I need to find a podcast that's like kind of raw but clean. You know what I'm saying? And then so it's 2 podcasts. They're looking at my show and they looking at the D-Lo Jones podcast. D-Lo on there cussing like he in the NWA 2 Chainz video. But they watch my show. I ain't got no cussing. Who you think gonna get the 20 M's?
Touche.
Know what I mean? So I be like, I don't. And plus, I never base my life off what other people do.
Oh, no, I wasn't saying base it upon what other people do or in reference to anything that anyone does outside of your platform.
Right.
I was just saying most people aren't offended by cussing.
Oh, yeah. You would think that, but then you got to think. When we say most people, aren't we just talking about the people we've been around? No,
I'm talking about most people.
Because you got to think,
walking the earth.
You got to think, we don't interact with the billions of people on the earth. It's only going to be like a couple thousand people in our circle or people that we're going to interact with throughout the week that's like that we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So you got like millions of other people out there that's not even on that type of time. You got people like I didn't been in places and somebody was like, man, I like your podcast, but you doing too you don't like how you cuss on there. So that like kind of sparked something in me like, damn, maybe I need to clean it up just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So after sitting down, I'm like, you know what?
So not to interrupt you, can we curse or no cursing? Just give me like a ballpark.
I just did all that explaining about how we
just said at the same token, just cut it down a little bit.
No, I didn't. I said we not doing no cussing. That was my whole presentation.
Rewind the tape.
That was the whole presentation. The no cussing part.
I know that, but at the end you said that made me think, well, maybe I should tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, tone it down as in stop doing it.
Well, say stop doing it, because toning it down means, taking it from here to bringing it to here.
Yeah.
That's just a human interaction. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you're right. You know, you are totally right. And who am I to question you on your platform? And I apologize, and it won't happen.
Now, when I first started the show a couple years ago, I ain't even care. Like, I was just saying whatever. And now I go back and listen to some of those old episodes. I was like, it was super cringy to me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't curse to that degree. Because I don't even curse on my platform at all. I mean, well, I do a little bit because I curse. It's God just, it's just something I'm working on. I'm a cursor. But I'm not like super raunchy and just explicit with it. Like I don't curse like that.
Yeah. And then I don't never want it to be, if it come to a point where, say if like a new hot app come out and the language that I use on my show got to do with the deciding factor if I'm gonna be able to monetize on this. You know what I'm saying? It's already clean. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta go back. I ain't gotta go back and try to clean 100 episodes.
Yeah, that's thinking on a broad, like a very, like I commend that because, I didn't even. I mean, I think about that, but then again, I think about just being relatable, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody has a lane, right? And you have found your lane and you know what it's going to take to be in your lane. So, I have no problem with that. But me, on the other hand, I'm kind of on the other side of the spectrum where I want to be a little relatable in that manner. And if it don't come to me, it ain't for me.
Right.
So, I guess, but that's where we can agree as doing what we do in our field to agree to disagree.
Yeah, and
but it's respected though.
Yeah, and just because like a platform don't cuss, don't even mean it's not relatable. That just means
not at all.
That just mean we know how to articulate ourselves without having to cuss. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's not what I was implying at all. But that too, like
whenever you say something and I'm saying the opposite, that's just me doing it. You ain't got to go back and explain yourself when I don't agree with you.
Yes, I
don't want you to agree with everything I say. If you feel how you feel, and then and I'm gonna feel how I feel. You're not gonna agree with everything I say. I'm not gonna agree with everything. But if I don't agree with something you say, like just run with it. You know what I'm saying? That's the banter of this show. You know what I'm saying? We getting two sides. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you got a habit of doing that too, huh?
Oh God!
You got a habit of doing that when you be out.
I don't do it at all. I don't even talk.
You did it a few times,
but I don't really talk. So,
are you a people pleaser? You think so?
Why would I be a people pleaser? I don't even like people for real. Like, I don't care about
why you don't like people. What people did to you?
I mean, it's not that I don't like people. It's just that their opinion don't really. You know what I mean? Like, we got a whole life to live. You think I care about an opinion? Not at all. But that's just my opinion again.
So what would get under? What's something that'll get under your skin? No matter what day of the week, no matter what going on, what's something that would get under your skin?
A liar. I hate a liar. I cannot stand somebody that will stand in my face and lie.
Why you whispering?
Because I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to be overbearing. You know I can get loud.
No, do your thing. Like, yeah, give me some of that energy.
I ain't got it yet.
That's why I was scared for you to hit that blunt, because you got super relaxed. Somebody else had smoked the blunt and then came on and they was just like looking like a zombie the whole episode. I'm like, damn, you ain't gonna reflect on nothing we talking about? Like, man, that be so exhausting. Yeah. When I gotta carry a whole episode, I be like, man, y'all gonna smoke, man. Smoke after we get done.
Yeah, no,
because you over there talking like you over there laying on the couch.
No, I'm not relaxed. I'm just having what am I supposed to be doing? And I mean, talking like this as opposed to what?
Nah, you talking regular now. You switched it up. Don't act like you on the, because you were like,
because I was getting a point across, but you interrupted me about my tone of voice. Like, so see, that's the problem.
This is the midnight love train.
But that's how I talk.
With me, lace me.
That's how I talk.
We got a little bit of Sade coming on the midnight storm.
And with my wine, yep.
We got a little bit of that Chelsea on the way and Silk, whatever they got going on over there.
That's the kind of voice I was using.
This is the midnight train.
Is that how? That's how I was talking.
The midnight
But why that can't
train.
just be my voice?
Cause I done been around you a few times.
See,
I know how you.
Problem right
you
here.
How you talking now? That's how you talk. You was like trying to like.
No, because I was making a point and I wanted to lean in to make my point. And sometimes you have to bring it down a level so that people can understand.
I got you. I
So
got you.
that's what I
Don't
was
cover
doing.
up your pretty face, me.
I'm not covering up my face, but
Don't cover up your pretty face. Look at you. That's why I got that right there so we can see what's going on.
But I'm looking at you.
Don't cover up your pretty face.
No, because you about to
Beautiful
you trying
queen.
to get me there. That's what you're
Beautiful
trying to do.
queen.
Why it can't just be me?
Damn, you ain't no queen. You don't agree with me?
No, that's toxic. Don't call me that. Don't call me no queen.
I hate.
Call me my name.
Nah, that's just like I hate chicks the grand rising chicks. I hate grand rising, and
I hate all that.
I hate. Oh my god, my homegirl, she done got super spiritual, man. So her birthday's the other day, and she was like, "Happy solar day to me." Happy solar day around the solar system to me. I'm like, man, girl, happy birthday. Shut the hell up. Sit down. It's happy birthday.
It's the guy out of hand. I can't
Like,
even deal.
man.
It's too much. Like, for real. Like, it's getting out of hand.
Bro, can we stick? Sometimes, like, just sticking to the old school
Just
stuff.
sticking to the basics. Like, come
It
on.
will not hurt
Man,
at all.
y'all give us something and we just...
Happy solar system day to me. Revolving around the earth. The earth revolved 364 days to get to me. Now it's my solar system day.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, it's too much.
Let me find out. Let's just stick to the happy birthday, man.
Can we please just stick to
Please.
that? Everybody you meet, just because they really got me doing it too, though.
What?
The sign thing.
Well, oh, okay.
With your signs, if you compatible, it's like being here for so long and that's all I hear. I'm like, oh no, he not this. We not gonna match.
Honestly,
knowing I know that's insane.
Honestly, I never can say if we're gonna be compatible going by the sign. I just ask somebody their sign just to know, just to say, to see if I'm gonna know the certain characteristics. Now I do to a certain degree believe, okay, these certain signs got certain characteristics, but I'd never be like to say, you are Aries, I'm an Aquarius, we're real compatible. Like, never. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, if you believe in it to that degree, why not?
Cause you can't go back. Characteristics of an individual and us being compatible are two different things. Cause we can be polar opposites and be compatible. People be thinking compatibility means we like all the same stuff. We on the same type of time.
Right. But what I mean to that degree is like, if you believe that it does speak true of the person's characteristics, then why wouldn't you just believe in it completely?
I say it to a certain degree.
That's what I'm saying.
I say it to a certain degree. Just like for an example, like I had an ex, she was a Pisces. We were together 3 years, and she was the biggest liar that I know of all time. So I'm not gonna meet every Pisces and be like, there go another lying Pisces.
No, but they do be lying.
I mean, don't everybody be lying?
Everybody be lying though, but some people do have a tendency or are more inclined to lie than others.
Okay.
You know, they will lie in a heartbeat.
What I'm saying,
lie.
It's like you can meet somebody, they can be like every Virgo. Now I can't say this been consistent. Every Virgo woman I met, we had strong sexual chemistry. I haven't not met one Virgo that we did not have good sexual chemistry, and that is the only consistent characteristic that I can just name. I don't know nothing about the signs and who posted like my people. Like, she know all that. You know what I'm saying? She need to be an astrologist. You know what I'm saying? You would think she studied that. But she just know her stuff, and it'd be like what's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio. Like,
she'll call you and tell you all about yourself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so do you feel like What's your definition of compatible?
Oh my gosh. It just depends, really. You know, I find compatibility with every person that I date. It's something in them that, you know what I mean, that I'm compatible with. You know, it's some part of me that likes them to that degree to even be in that same space with them. You know what I mean? So, I don't really know, like, each individual thing that makes me compatible with people. I just know that different things in me are compatible with different type of people.
Okay. Before we start the show, can you name a situation that you had in your life where you was basically trying to force something that you know in your head was not going to work? You was in denial, but you wanted it to work so bad. I know you got one because you're laughing. I feel like we all had that one situation. So tell me yours before we get started.
Honestly, I think it was all of them. Like, because I'm not with none of them. So it's like I forced, you know what I mean? You could be with people and know that this is not, but me, I have faith in people. I have faith in, you know, what we chose to do, but I don't really, I don't know.
Okay, name the situation.
Because I don't like to talk about my situations. But
give me one.
But I'm just trying to pick who. Like, which one would I say more than the other one? I guess it could be really for real, the last person I was dealing with.
Okay, tell me about that. Why you felt like you was trying to force it? What happened?
Because, you know, with everything going on, it's just like, get a man. You know what I mean? Like, this how you get a man. Let me finish. If you
go ahead. I'm sucked in. Go ahead. My bad.
So everything is about how to get a person, right? Everywhere you turn is these relationships, everything.
Right.
So, you know, when you get to a certain space, like me, like going where I'm going in my career, you know, it's like I want to have somebody that I feel like is still real before I get to where I'm finna be. You get what I'm saying? So I just was like forcing it on him, like, you gonna be the one. You know what I'm saying? Because at least I know you gonna have my back. You know what I mean? So I was trying to force him to be the one so that I can keep going where I need to go. Do that make sense?
Not really. Tell me what happened. Like, what exactly was you doing and how you knew that he wasn't the one?
Oh, God. Like, I was just staying around. I was just sticking with him. Like, and I would tell myself all the time, like, he is not my type. He is not my type.
Why was you sticking with him?
I just told you why.
I'm saying, it got to be for you to be like, so you was strictly sticking with him just because you was...
Oh, no, he was a good dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, yeah, he was a good dude. Like, so I didn't want to be stuck with a bad dude. So at least this is a good dude that I know. You get what I'm saying? So
what good? I feel like when women say he a good dude these days, I feel like that mean he a dude I can run over.
Absolutely not. And he actually taught me something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even though I feel like I was forcing it, it felt like I needed to learn that lesson at the same time. Like, you can't run over a man that is kind of self-aware, you know what I mean, and like he know like who he is as a man. You can't really run over them, no matter who you are, no matter what you think you're doing. Like, I was used to kind of running over people, and so he kind of like put me in the path where I'm at now. Like, so I can't say, like, he had his afflictions though, so that was what I couldn't deal with, but nah, he wasn't letting you run over him at all. I can't even say that. Nah, he ain't going.
You media,
ain't going, period.
You media trained?
Why you say that?
Are you?
No, why?
Yeah. Cause it's like, You said a whole lot, but you still didn't answer the question.
Check. I didn't answer the question.
Hold up. We're going to come back to it. And on that note, we're going to start this show, man.
You asked me a question, and I told you.
Hey, man.
Because it's complicated, and I don't want to say too much.
Hold up. See, that's it right there.
Right. What?
You don't want to be vulnerable, me. You got to be vulnerable here. This is a safe space.
It's not none of their business.
This what you know what a podcast is?
I know.
This what we here to do, tell our business.
I know I gave you enough.
You didn't give me nothing.
A lot.
You did a lot of running around the bushes.
I said that I was explaining to you what type of characteristics he had, and then you said, I always think when women say that it's a good,
we won't hurt you. Open up to me and my audience, man. We won't hurt you.
I don't know what else to say. Okay, so you said what was I doing? Okay,
you said it yourself. Let me start the show. But I want you. Come on, be vulnerable this episode, me. That's why people this is why this show been growing and working, because I get on here and tell some deep stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what a podcast all about. You know what I'm saying? Especially one of this magnitude. You know what I'm saying? We open up. This is a safe space,
I feel the safeness.
Yeah. And let's start this show, man.
Check runners.
Hey, man. Welcome to a brand new episode of the biggest podcast in the world, Check Runners Podcast, baby.
Check runners.
I am your favorite cousin at the cookout, Rico Ramirez, and if you can't tell by now, I'm countryer than a bowl of grits, and I love this, babe. I got a new guest co-host in the building, man. She got to come spin the block, man. You know, celebrity stylist, you know what I mean? Everyday bag chaser, you know what I'm saying? Scared to open up on her. We about to get her to open up today, man, because I could tell she got holding a lot in. And she just don't know. If she come on here and just let it all out, she would be so relieved, because you could just tell and look at her, she just got a story to tell. And this young lady I'm talking about is the one, the only, me, lace me.
Check runners.
How you doing, Queen?
What's up, y'all?
Man, what's up? Did you watch it's a lot to unpack today, man. It's a lot to unpack. It's a lot.
Let's start with the first thing.
It's a lot.
My man.
Yo, man. Oh, you want to get back into that? So you gonna go ahead and...
I'm talking about my man that performed last night.
So hold on. Nah. We can't get on that just yet. Hold on. Hey, man. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs, man. You know what I mean?
Yes,
won their third Super Bowl, in second Super Bowl in a row, man, and they just really put on, and I was very impressed, with that probably was the best Super Bowl I seen in a minute, man. Big shout out to Patrick Mahomes, man. He got 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 MVPs, man, and only a few quarterbacks had done that in history, man. So, big salute to him, man. Big salute to him, man. Did you watch the game, or you just watched the halftime show?
I just watched the halftime show.
Okay.
I only watched the halftime show.
Well,
because my team wasn't playing, so I didn't.
Who your team?
I'm from Chicago, the Bears. Even though I'm still going, I'm loyal to a fault.
True. I feel that.
We gonna get back there one day, y'all.
Man,
I got faith in y'all.
I seen a lot of people, man, that's looking crazy this morning, man. A lot of people lost a lot of money on this game.
Talk about it.
Honestly, I don't like to gamble, but if I was to bet, I was not gonna bet on 49ers, because the 49ers have a track history. They got a bad track history at the NFL. I mean, at the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yes.
They fumbled the bag in 2020, and they fumbled the bag before then when Colin Kaepernick took them to the Super Bowl. I think it was like 2013, man. And so it's like after that, I seen a pattern. So that showed me like, oh, definitely do not bet on the 49ers in the Super Bowl. They gonna do good regular season.
Yep.
And they was doing, and they did what they always do. I don't know what it is. They do good in the first half, be up, and just can't. They don't know how to play under pressure or that.
Finish it. They can't bring it home. Like they get sued. I don't know, because you're right. They do have a track record of that. So I don't know why so many people betted on the 49ers. Man,
they played themselves.
So many people. Man, y'all.
My partner talking about something, man. Falcons going next year.
That money.
Hey, they say gambling bets got up to like $82 billion this Super Bowl.
It was big money in the building too.
Yeah, because you know
they wasn't nothing but big money in the building.
Yeah, you know they got all these betting sites now.
Them boys was placing $1 million bets.
Yeah, and so a lot of people.
It's almost our turn though.
What you mean, Falcons?
It's almost our turn to be betting $1 million and stuff.
I would never bet $1 million.
What?
I will invest $1 million, but I would never just bet on a game $1 million. Hell no.
Say what you wouldn't.
I'm not a gambler though.
It don't matter. You don't know what you are until you got that type of money.
Ma'am, I didn't have money to gamble. You can have $20,000 and be a gambler. You can be $100, couple $100 nigga and be a gambler. Gambling true. Is gambling.
But that is a rich man sport. That's why they call it that. So when you become like those people gamble, and they gamble at high stakes, and they don't care because they know when they gamble big, they win big too.
But having more money is not gonna make me be like, oh, let me start gambling now.
All right.
I ain't no gambler. That ain't my bag. I started off. I was gambling young. See that I'm good. See, I already. It's like if I got somebody in my family that's a crackhead, and I know
gambling running your family.
Man, you gonna let me finish?
Oh, I thought you was.
If I got somebody in my family that's a crackhead, and I see they started off doing cocaine, I'm not going to be like, oh, damn, let me try that. They're going to make me jump away from it. So I know mad people that gambling has ruined their life, and it's still ruining their life to right now. So I'm good on gambling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now in that instance, of course. But that's an exception. That's not the norm. That's an exception. You have an experience that makes you say, no, I'm not going to gamble under any circumstances. I'm talking about the average person who comes into living that type of lifestyle. Then they are going to indulge in that's why you see everybody talking about the performance on the Grammys with Travis Scott and what's the other kid's name?
Playboy Cardi.
Like, they're talking about, what he had on and the way that they performed. But like, when you get to a certain level, like and get to a certain amount of money, there's things that you never thought you would even entertain until you're in that form to entertain them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have a certain instance that makes you say, no, I'm not going to gamble under any circumstances. But the average person doesn't have that. So if they have that money, they're going to gamble.
Just say you when you get some real money, you going to gamble.
What?
That's just your bag. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
To the next year's Super Bowl, because I'm going to be there gambling. Believe that. With all the money that is accumulating.
So
in the atmosphere, it ain't reached me yet though. But it's coming though.
So everybody was trying to figure out why Ice Spice and Taylor Swift was hanging out last night. So I'm finna break this. Is my Super Bowl, whatever number it was, my 2024 Super Bowl review right here, guys.
Okay, let's have it.
Now, let's get on this. How you feel about the Ice Spice and Taylor Swift link up?
I mean, I think product placement is everything.
That's it.
That's it.
You know, this show go on for a minute, right?
I know.
Like, give me something.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's the only thing I have to say on that. Like, I think product placement is everything. Like, I don't really even feel the need to elaborate on that.
Please elaborate. That's what we here for, to elaborate on all of this stuff.
I mean, that's just what I feel like. I don't feel like it's, you know, anything other than that, honestly, because how did that happen? Like, why would that happen? That don't even make sense. Like, those two don't even go together. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely product placement, everything. And when I see those two, you know, linking up like that, that just let me know how much money is invested into Ice Spice.
Exactly.
You know,
my point. Product placement.
Somebody they see they see the superstar quality in her. So they're like, let me place you with Taylor Swift. So we know all of these eyes about to be on her. Millions of people about to be on her. They already been looking at her throughout the whole season. So let me place you right here. So people be like, oh, hey, that Ice Spice. She's one of us. She's a Swiftie.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's smart.
That's very smart.
How you feel about Ice Spice as an artist?
You know what? I wanted to just take my personal opinion. Like, I had to take out the personal accountability, right? Because at first I was like, oh, God, I'm sick of this. Like, that is the same, you know what I mean? But then I had to think about it like, everybody got a lane, you know? So, and no matter if we want the lane to be there or not, you know what I mean? Or if we feel like the lane is inappropriate, whatever the case may be, you know, it's still going to be a lane regardless. And she's in her lane and she's winning in her lane. So I can't hate on her for what she's doing, you know. Hey, it is what it is. It's about making it. It ain't about people's personal opinions of you, you know. That's how I feel about it. But I mean, you know.
So how you feel about her?
About her?
Yeah, you'll be a good PR person.
Yeah, because you know,
you like answer questions without answering them.
Because
like
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. For the same reason you don't want me to cuss. It's the same reason that I'm very mindful of what I say. I'm still telling you to the whole degree how I feel. If you are able to formulate a complete thought, you know exactly what I'm saying. But I keep it to where if in the future this voice is required to be somewhere, I don't want to bend and cut everybody's head off before I get there and don't nobody want to sit down with me, you know, and I'm not worth much. So, you know, I keep it to a minimum. But if you listen, you understand everything I'm saying.
So basically saying she trash. I
did not say such a thing. I said there is a lane for everyone and she's in hers. That's what I said.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I rock with Ice Spice though. You know what I'm saying?
I think she's a beautiful girl. Very beautiful.
Yeah, I rock with her. But she
has a unique look.
This is an engineered move that I gotta salute. You know, her team and whoever placed her there, they were smart. Because when people, it's like when you want to be looked at as money, you stand next to money.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
You know, iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
So, and the other girl, Blake Lively. Can you Google who Blake Lively is for me? I just kept seeing her name pop up. You know, you can't be texting while we like recording like that.
Why would I be texting?
Like, damn, little buddy, she gonna call you back soon as she get finished recording, my boy. Damn.
First of all, I'm very good at what I do. So while we're having a conversation, I'm trying to figure out this magazine cover that Ice Spice was on. And my point being to find this cover because I wanted to cite the exact cover. I did not want to say the wrong thing. So I have not known a teen or a new rapper to grace the cover of Vogue and get a whole Vogue spread in Teen Vogue.
Oh, she in Teen Vogue.
Besides Ice Spice. And she's been in there. This was probably like, what year was this? I want to say this was
big
probably
business.
2 years ago, maybe.
Ice Spice is big business.
So, 2023, she got a whole, you see what I mean? So,
wow.
You get what I mean? It's not that, now all of a sudden, no. They're snatching both sides.
See, that makes sense. That really makes sense. Because they trying to get like, the teeny boppers and and their little demographic.
They've been placed her in Teen Vogue.
You saying she a plant?
Black kids, no, I take that back. There are a lot more kids now reading, because of high fashion influencers and stuff like that. So let me not say that. But let me do say that they're snatching both sides. They know exactly what they're doing. She's been in Teen Vogue since 2023. What other female urban rapper has graced the cover of Teen Vogue that early in their career? Come on.
Okay. But moving along, man, big salute to Ice Spice, man. Like that's a multi-million-dollar play.
Get the bag, boo.
Cause it's like that's like some quiet marketing. Cause just by seeing Ice Spice with Taylor Swift, that'll make people wake up this morning or last night and be like, they haven't heard none of her music. Be like, man, who is Ice Spice? Let me look her up. Oh, she's you know what I'm saying? So,
and let me just say, not a wig in sight. She was back in her
the curls,
natural curls.
So them natural. That's dope. But my whole thing is, respectfully, I know Taylor Swift bring in so much money to the NFL and the organization, but we don't care to see Taylor Swift's reaction to every single play.
To every play.
We don't care to see Taylor Swift chugging her beer.
I said, now wait a minute, what they about to do? Because they show Taylor Swift every 5 seconds. Like, is this her Super Bowl? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, it's like, man, they gonna name it after her. It ain't even gonna be Super Bowl no more.
It's the Taylor Bowl.
Yeah, hey, for real. The whole Taylor Bowl. First annual Taylor Bowl.
I'm telling you, because baby, Taylor was the star of that show.
Nah, for real. What did any commercials stick out to you? Cause Super Bowl be like famous for their commercials.
You know what? I actually did not. I only watched one that I could remember, but it didn't even stick out to me, so I can't even remember what happened in it. I just remember taking my attention to watch it, but it didn't register. So
okay,
yeah.
I say the number one commercial that stood out to me, man. Big salute to all my Marvel nerds out there, man. We getting a brand new Deadpool and Wolverine movie, man. So it's going up. It's up and it's stuck, man. I know you're a female. You don't really women. This ain't y'all part of the show right here. This for all my nerds out there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but big salute to that, man. We getting a new Deadpool and Wolverine movie, man. So I already know that, and I'm hurt it don't come out till July. I already know it's gonna make $1 billion, man. Cause I'm not gonna get into it. Cause I know she don't really know nothing about Marvel and all that stuff. But big salute to all our Marvel heads out here listening, man. Oh yeah, my bad. Let me give a quick shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, man. Without him, it wouldn't be no me, man. Big salute to everybody over there watching on YouTube, everybody listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, all that good stuff. Apple Podcasts, if I didn't say, man, salute to y'all. If it weren't for y'all, there would be no us, man. It would be no us. Now, the hug heard all around the world. When your work boyfriend show up and everybody see what's really been going on at work.
I felt that hug through the TV. Okay, let me just.
You felt through TV.
I felt when he did that little, and that's
and everybody. Hold up, but matter of fact, everybody. We talking about the Usher and Alicia Keys' performance last night. Just in case you didn't know, man.
If they did not know, where have you been? I know that hug woke y'all up out y'all sleep. I know that hug been dinging them phones all day because I have seen so many memes.
Yeah, these been the funniest memes ever.
They waste no time, okay? I mean, I'm talking about immediately I started seeing memes. I said, why it couldn't just be a performance?
Man, we got to get Usher out the street, man. This man is a menace to society.
Usher been told y'all a long time ago, don't leave your girl around him. True player for real. That's my nigga for real.
Yeah, and then Swiss Beats, you know, he replied with a little positive, mature message, and let me read it, man. Swiss Beats had a reply, so, you know, everybody else, look, let me tell you something right now, man. Mm-hmm. You not about to just get booed up with my girl on the stage in front of millions, and she be all laughing like y'all got some chemistry. It look like they been in that position before. That didn't look like the first time that was going on.
Let me tell you, okay, Usher, listen.
Go ahead. I'm finna find the Swiss Beats quote. Go ahead.
I don't care who it is. It could be your wife of 50 years. It could be your girlfriend of 10 months. It don't matter when it come to Usher. Okay, so in that moment, you just gotta take one for the team because she's gonna melt. It's Usher. Like, we're melting for Usher. Like, you have to excuse that. You have to just not even, because it's Usher. Like, we have seen him go from, believe it or not, you guys, let me tell you. Turn the air on for me or something. It's a little... it's getting a little... I'm talking about Usher. It's getting a little... but believe it or not, a lot of us did not like Usher back in the day. We thought he was just, like, too goofy. He was just, like, you know what I mean? And to see him evolve, and we watched that, it's like, you just got to give your girl that moment.
I'm not giving my girl none. Sweat Beats, you gonna have to, but I mean, Usher, you gonna have to see me out of that performance. I'm right there at the bottom step, waiting on y'all to get off stage. Like, what happening?
No, you gotta give her that one pass because that is a once in a lifetime.
It was like she was just like on a whole nother level of happiness.
Well, but I take
she
that
probably
back
don't even smile like that with her man.
I take that back because that was not her first time. So I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, the average girl, like, everybody's getting in trouble at his, you know, Vegas residency with their man, you know. So I was saying, like, people like that. But this isn't Alicia Keys' first time. So I don't know what Sister Girl had going on last night because she definitely...
Hey,
Vegas, it's the Vegas heat. I think it's the Vegas heat.
Them Vegas residency performance had nothing on this right here.
I think it's the Vegas heat because the Super Bowl was in Vegas, wasn't it?
Man, them folk was up there. Usher got, man, Usher went out his way to do that little group. Alicia, that little warm embrace.
Alicia, it was the Vegas heat. That was it. We're going to stick with that.
Yeah, it's going to be the Vegas heat when I pull up on us in that parking lot, too. Like, what happened? I'm bringing a couple goons with me, too, because I know you got security with you. But we got to go and shoot the fade if I'm Swiss Beats. So, yeah, Swiss Beats could have kept this little mature, little pushover. Like, nah, he giving, like, cuckold vibes with this. See, hold up. Let me read the response. He way better than me.
You are just not having it at
man,
all.
This response sounded so cap to me. This response sounded like a man that was truly hurt.
Oh my God.
Alicia Keys ain't go to sleep to probably 9 o'clock that morning.
Oh my God.
This man was hurt. Listen to this response. Cause you try to be too mature. Why did you respond to this? If you was this mature, you wouldn't even respond it. So stop the cap, Swiss Beats. All right, here you go. Here go the response, y'all. Y'all talking about the wrong damn thing. Y'all don't see that amazing dress covering the entire stadium? Tonight's performance was nothing but amazing with two amazing giants. I congrats Usher and my love Alicia Keys. That song is a classic. We don't do negative vibes on this side. We make history. Go see Giants at the Brooklyn Museum. It's open until July. Blessings.
No.
Blessings, Giants, Brooklyn Museum.
Why did you read it like that, though?
I'm about to put this nigga in a museum. This nigga going, we making history tonight. I'm about to frame this nigga and put him in the Smithsonian. I'm not Swiss Beats. You could have kept this reply, my boy.
That's the level of maturity I search for in my husband.
Yeah, cause you love you. I feel like, and all the chicks in the comments like, oh, he a real one. Y'all just love niggas y'all can push over, and this is super. I can push this nigga over. Energy. It's
Usher. It's not the local doughboy. Like, it's not like the local rich boy. It's not the local scammer.
I don't give a damn if it's Usher or the board. This nigga not about to violate the sanctity of my marriage. It's like you basically then piped it down in the middle of the Super Bowl. I don't, man.
Wait a minute.
Nah,
don't
man.
What?
Nah.
Oh my God. You guys, it's Usher. Okay?
You want some more?
It's Usher.
I don't give a damn. No, you ain't getting none of this energy from me. Call me insecure, call you what you want, but my woman ain't getting piped down in the middle of Las Vegas Super Bowl stadium. Call me insecure all you want, but see, I would not get tried like that, ma'am.
So you telling me if it was Beyonce and whoever, like it was Beyonce and Terrence Howard and Shaquille O'Neal and all those people, and they brought them on the stage. Remember a long time ago when we was young, when they performed
talking about it Cater to You?
Yeah.
When they brought up Magic Johnson and okay.
Y'all went crazy. Like, and they wives didn't, So that was okay.
That look, it looked performative.
Oh, that was performative.
When Usher grabbed this woman and she smiled and shined, that looked intimate.
Oh, that was performative.
When they got up there and Michelle was grinding on Magic Johnson, it just looked like, they just putting on the show. This is BET Awards.
No
when
shade.
Usher grabbed this girl and when you know it's serious when they hit that little smile to the side, she ain't even try to deny the hug. Like, no, don't let a nigga grabbing you and you just going with it.
It's Usher.
Man, I don't give a damn. She embraced it. She was like, she was happy.
It's Usher.
Nah, hell no.
I mean, let's be real. It's Usher. Like,
man, see, she just knows she got a sucker at the house. Boy, Sweet Beat, boy, so you got 48 hours to respond, my boy. I need to see, Usher need all his I's dotted and his T's crossed in 48 hours of Swiss Beats. You done lost all my respect. None of them beats gonna hit the same no more.
Swiss Beats, that was perfect.
Nah, man.
It's Beats. It's Usher. It's not like it's
Sweet Beat. Why you out here talking about zone? You need to go get your good. You need to come get. You need to go home.
Oh my God!
I bet they didn't sleep in the same bed last night. While this man woke up this morning with this cap, the capitry. It's a debacle going on, and this man trying to make posts. You hurt, man.
It's Usher.
Man, please, I don't give a damn. It's Usher, whatever, man. Now, like I say, it wouldn't have been that bad if it was just strictly performative, being professional. Man, that was personal. Usher was on a mission. He knew what he was doing. He chose this woman. That was the Usher mating call. That's like when a lion out in the jungle and he raised his leg up and he pee and he growl and all the little female lionettes come up and they choose the king and he get all on pregnant. Now the pride and this got some Lion King stuff going on. That's what Usher did last night. That was Lion King.
Ladies, take note.
Check.
Take note, ladies.
that was the Usher mating call.
I'm talking about no type of.
Man, that was the Usher mating call.
Ladies.
That Kiki Palmer ain't got none on that.
Ladies.
She had the same look in her eye Kiki had in her eye.
Yeah, it's Usher. It's been a few though, and I think only the reason that they did it was for the clicks, because people purposely didn't fall into his whimsical embrace. at the Vegas show on purpose. You know, and I think it was more so for the cameras, but I feel like they wanted to be the ones that was like, I ain't filed for that. I got a man. No, girl, it's Usher. Like, girl, who you think you... Girl,
Usher, boy. No, hey, salute to Usher, because... Hey, you a real one.
I feel like
Swiss Beats, you a sucker, boy, because of that post, boy.
No, Alicia and Usher and Swizz and Usher's soon-to-be wife, they are all very comfortable in their situations, and I feel like, you know, they know how to put on a show and get satire. You have to remember that Usher tickets gonna sell.
Nah, Usher don't be putting on no show though. He be like, that's his mating call. Usher wanted them draw last night. Usher seen Alicia when she walked across that stage, and why Jay-Z ain't do that when they did in New York that year? Little Mama got up on that stage. Hell, that nigga Jay-Z stayed about 6 feet away from Alicia Keys. I think you want them bitches are made up, and nothing can save you. Jay-Z way over there. We down there, I ain't even know they was on the same stage. Usher was like, Then he hit the little move. He slid right on into it, too. Man, that nigga is a fool, boy.
Usher, your PR and marketing team are geniuses.
That ain't no marketing. That man was trying to
appreciate them.
That man was trying to pipe Alicia down after that performance last night.
No, we know
that ain't no marketing.
We know better.
Yeah, that's some coochie marketing.
Oh my God, that is a married woman.
Married? Did she know that? Oh, she didn't know she was a married woman. How did we know?
Usher, kudos to your team. They are marketing.
Man, Swiss Beats mad as hell. I know he like, man, we didn't see. I ain't seen that. I bet they ain't do that in practice. In rehearsal.
Swizz, you are.
I bet they didn't do that in rehearsal.
Of a black man.
He what?
He is the epitome of a black man.
Yeah, so that just means he is the super sucker of a black man. No. Respectfully. Zone.
Is Swizz black?
Swizz be black, I guess. Okay. Yeah, he black.
Y'all need to aspire to be more like Swizz.
Man, if I gotta be like be a sucker to be accepted and be a pushover by my woman, I would not be a real black man. I'm gonna be a fake black man.
It's Usher.
I don't give a damn.
You act like it's the mailman or something.
I don't give a damn if it was Michael B. Jordan. Like,
you know, everybody has a type.
Man, hey.
But Usher is everybody's type.
Hey, but as far as that performance though, hey man, that was like the best Super Bowl performance probably since like it was definitely up there with the Michael Jackson and the Prince performance, man.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna say that. So you know, Jermaine Dupri kind of threw everybody else because he came out there. You know what I'm saying?
He had my baby socks on.
Yeah,
he had my baby socks on.
He had on them like them 1984. My daughter finna go. Take school pictures of socks.
But hey, no cap, like no for real, no cap. Like I got a closer look at them, and they actually dope. Like they actually like I like them. You know what I mean? So but from the camera angle, it looked like he had on.
That man looked crazy.
It looked like he had just signed the proclamation.
That man looked crazy. I don't know. What was the inspiration behind the outfit? Big salute to everybody involved, though. The only thing I really just didn't care for when Usher slid between Will.i.am legs.
Oh, my God. What was wrong with that? Please elaborate.
I'm not finna slide between a grown man legs, bruh.
It's performance.
Bruh, I be women. I don't get y'all, man. A man can say his opinion.
Why are you not? What is wrong?
Why are
you so?
Why is this nigga slide through my legs? No, nigga, don't slide between my legs, big dog. I thought we scrapped this in the rehearsals. This nigga still did it. He barely got through there.
Why?
It like he barely got through that. Will.i.am about to step back. He was like,
you could not pull that off.
Man, you seen him in Will.i.am face. Will.i.am was like, man, I'm so glad he ain't do the
on a mask. You couldn't see anything.
Somebody said they thought that was Kanye. Somebody said they thought it was Ye.
Ooh, Ye.
Hello? Hello?
Nah, I'm calling. I'm good.
All right, where you at?
I'm back at home.
All right, I'll call you back when I get film recording.
All right.
All right. That's my baby mama, man. She just let me know she good. She just got back from a little. I ain't gonna say where she went. She had her a nice weekend. She ain't checking in. She just let me know she straight.
Check in. But that's how it's supposed to be.
Because I texted her earlier, asked her was she okay because she went out on the trip.
That's how it's supposed to be.
She went on a little girl
There's
trip.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that on either end. She's supposed to, you guys share a life together, so there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so
that is in your best interest. You need to know.
Yeah, because my baby mama we not together, but we like family.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So you don't have to explain it at all.
Right.
You know, you guys share a life together, so of course, you know, you need to know what's going on with each other at all times.
I ain't gonna say we need to know what's going on with each other at all times. That kind of a stretch right there.
But
that kind of a stretch.
In though.
That kind of a stretch. That kind of a stretch though. Like you talking about, it's Usher.
It's not. It was not a stretch. You guys need to know when you guys go out of town, when you guys making any type of moves, that can affect anything in the family dynamic. You guys need to know that. And I'm glad to see that. So I applaud you for that. I'm not saying that there's anything going on with you and your baby mother.
But yo, big salute to Usher, man. You did your thug thing, dog. And it's like Beyonce kind of tried to snatch his moment a little bit because she dropped.
Oh my God.
She dropped a little couple new country singles. Oh my God,
she tried it with my man. Okay, I love you, Beyonce. I do, but baby, you tried it last night because I went to sleep on the Usher hat and woke up to a Beyonce rave party. Like, girl,
I mean, it's
girl,
it's a Super Bowl though, so it's like, damn, it's like she probably didn't necessarily want to step on his moment, but it's like, this is a Super Bowl, man. How can I not promote something? And I know she just didn't want to get out there. She did the Verizon commercial. She just didn't want to promote Verizon.
Listen, we'll say it again.
What?
Product placement is everything. Yeah. And this, unfortunately, when people realize that there is a sense of camaraderie because we have respect for one another, right? And what we do in our craft. We respect one another, so we can sit down with each other, we can work with each other, we can do what we need to do with each other to make our brands work, right? But at the end of the day, I have my own legacy that I need to worry about. Right. And me on you a little bit, if I gotta on you a little bit, I gotta on you a little bit. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So, sorry, not sorry, because that's the name of the game.
And
if
it's
people
business.
start thinking that everything is so personal, it's not. It's like we have a mutual respect for one another, right? But when it comes to it, the bag is because when we leave here, we gotta leave something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So people, y'all gotta stop taking it so personal. But Beyonce, you on my nigga and I ain't like it.
No, man. Hey, it's like she stepped on his moment, but on accident though. Cause come on,
it's not an accident.
She was basically like, okay, that's cool. You slid between Will.i.am legs. You done took Swift Beats girl. Let me drop y'all with this little 2-piece of good country music. And hey, go on hit that banjo, my boy.
And empower women to respect. Because Beyonce, let me tell you something. It is no bigger superstar in the world than Beyonce.
Facts.
There's no single superstar. I don't care what genre you're in. Nobody's bigger than Beyonce.
Right.
And so, not even Usher, even though I love you, baby. Usher's not bigger than Beyonce. So, it might have felt like a shit on him type of moment for us, even though Usher is huge, a mega star. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
He's not Beyonce.
Nah, hell no.
So you got to realize the billions and millions of dollars that go into what we do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So again, Beyonce, she did her big one. I ain't gonna front.
I ain't gonna count though.
She did her big one.
that one record she got, I ain't really get to hear the other one, but the other one called Hold 'em Texas or something like that. Mm-hmm. That thing a little bop though.
That one bopping. Hey, B gonna give you a good bop every time. B gonna give you a good bop. It might not be like, you know what I'm saying, all, you know what I mean, but she gonna give you a good one every time.
Yeah, I get.
Shout out to Queen Beyonce. What's up, girl? I see you.
Shout out to the Beehive too.
With your cowgirl hat on at the Grammys. I should have knew.
See, now it makes sense.
Yeah, it all makes sense. But again, that's what we're going. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get to the point where you like dropping Beyonce moves. Like, I always wonder, what the hell does it feel like to be Beyonce?
You ain't got to do that. You can just, step your game up.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
So that's you can live a Beyonce life,
this
queen.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. No, when I say that,
I'm gonna call you Queen Me.
Listen, Queen when I say that with so much influence and like, because I mean that. Like, what does it feel like to be Beyonce? So when I say that to myself, it's like I'm trying to get as close to there as I possibly can or surpass it. Because if I want to know that bad what it feels like, I'm going to get there. You get what I'm saying?
So are we here for the Beyonce country switch up?
Not me personally. It's just not my my lane, my genre of music. Right. I just, I've heard a lot of dope country artists, black country artists, right? And I mean, they got, it's one young girl, and I sure hate that I can't remember her name, but she's really dope. And God, I hate to even mention her, and I mention her name, that's horrible. But she's a really dope country artist. She's a young black girl. But, that's just not my lane. You know what I mean? Okay. I'll listen to a reel and go and check their page out and stuff, and like, yeah, okay, this is dope. I respect it, but it's just not my genre. It's just not. It's just not my thing.
I'm here for the Beyonce, country records, because I'm a strong believer of never staying in the box. You know what I'm saying? And Beyonce is at a point in her career where ain't nothing wrong with stepping out from what you normally do, because Beyonce got range.
Absolutely. Beyonce is Beyonce is the biggest star in the world. She's the biggest star in the world.
Think she bigger than Taylor Swift?
She's the Beyonce. Well, God. Why would you have to go and do that?
Hey,
listen to me. I honestly believe that they are the same. And I wanna note that is incredibly crazy, because Beyonce has been out way longer than Taylor Swift. Right. But it is what it is, right? So they're both mega stars, okay? Right. Beyonce is Beyonce. Nobody is in Beyonce's lane. I don't care if it's Taylor Swift or whoever. Beyonce is Beyonce, right? But the country thing, I get it, but I would be hard pressed not to mention the other things that I've seen on the internet today about K. Michelle, feeling away. Shout out to my girl K. Michelle.
K. Michelle came out and said, like, y'all need to chill out. I'm here for it. I'm supporting it. For that. You know what I'm saying? She like, I did my thing. Yeah, they was trying to like basically try to make it seem like K. Michelle was gonna be hating, but K. Michelle was like all for it. Salute to K. Michelle for that.
Salute to K. Michelle. What's up, K? What's up, girl?
Yeah, salute to K. Michelle.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I don't feel like, I'm so glad that she did come out and say that, because, the internet has a tendency of trying to pit us against each other when that's not the intended case. Again, this is what it is, and it's business.
Right.
You know what I mean? Beyonce, I love you, Kay. I love you, Usher.
Right.
I love you guys as people, but this is what this is, and this is dropping today. Yeah. And it is what it is, and I respect her in the most humble way.
Yeah, don't take this key. Y'all slide between Will.i.am legs right out the door. I'm about to drop this 2-pack of this country funk.
Oh my!
Yeah, old cowboy, we gonna roll them on down the road. Roll them down the road.
But if you're a Beyonce fan, and I love Beyonce, that's my sister. Like we're the same age group or whatever. But Beyonce, she did that. Like you really came out with a country album. Like you did that.
Yes.
But she
had a couple singles. I don't think the album come soon.
But I'm saying she's worked on a whole country album.
That's dope.
You get what I mean? That's so dope. But it goes back to the Renaissance. If people don't understand, like she's crossing every genre of music that they said that we weren't allowed to do, and that other people have dominated for so long.
Now like black people were doing like country music way back in the days. Now
exactly.
Rock and roll, all
of that. But then we were pushed out. You know what I mean? And so it's been dominated. But I just shout out to all the black country artists. Let's just say that, and definitely shout out K. Michelle, Beyonce, you ladies. I love that for you guys, that you're able to, you know what I mean, not be so wrapped up in who you've been that you can't explore who you want to be. You know what I mean?
Do your thing, man.
Do your thing.
You familiar with the group Hootie and the Blowfish?
What? I love Hootie and the Blowfish.
They considered a country group or rock group?
They are.
I don't want to be with you. That kind of it got like a country vibe.
You're gonna put some respect on Hootie and the Blowfish first of all.
So what would you consider them?
Sing it right.
What would you consider that record?
They are country. They are a country group.
Hootie and the Blowfish country group.
They are a country group. But their music is more a mix in between country and pop. But I love Hootie and the Blowfish. Like, I love, like, what? Hold on. Let me go to my playlist because I have so many people. But I can't put y'all on game because we don't get paid for sponsorship. So,
we're gonna move away from that Super Bowl. But hey, man, big salute to everybody involved, man. I can tell they put a bag into that show, man, and
shout out to Usher for putting on for the A.
Yeah, man.
Represented the A.
Salute to Usher,
night.
man. Salute to Usher, bro. Salute to it take a special type of person to take a married woman away from her husband on national TV, bro. Salute to you, sir. Round of applause. Salute to you, my guy. Salute to you, man.
You are the husband we all want. Okay. Don't listen to him. Usher, Alicia, we love you guys.
What's something that will ruin a marriage to you?
Lying.
Well, besides lying, everybody gonna always say that.
Lying. Anything else is doable. And you know what's sad is that I had to learn that in divorce. That's crazy, right?
What led to your divorce?
A separation, a divorce, separation. So separation then, but what led to that was that, in hindsight, I'm not going to do hindsight first. I'm going to do in actuality at that time what the reality was. The reality was that I thought that he was supposed to be somebody other than who I got with. Does that make sense? Mm-mm. Okay, so I expected him to be someone other than the person that I decided to be with. So if I meet you right now, this is who you are, right? And I expected him to change and to be into my ideal person. Like, I thought that he was supposed to change when I thought he was supposed to change.
Tell us what happened, man. Stop all this media train stuff.
That's not
what
media
led
train.
to y'all getting a divorce, man? Just spit it out.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that he was supposed to grow at the rate that I thought he was supposed to grow at. In hindsight, I know that was stupid. That was stupid.
So what was going on that makes you say he's not growing?
I just wanted to do different things, and I just selfishly thought that he was supposed to want to do the same thing. Like, we didn't actually sit down and have a conversation before we decided to do what we did and say, hey, what do you see your life in the next 5 to 6 years? We didn't do that. And so we just got together, and then we was together, and then we started having kids, and then we decided that we needed to be together. And then we didn't never have that conversation. Like, we never had the for real conversation of, we just let everyday life consume us.
So you jumped into a marriage too fast?
No, it wasn't too fast. We was together for 17 years.
I mean, as far as like fast, where like y'all was together that long and y'all didn't discuss none of that stuff you just said?
No, because when we got together, we was just together, and then we was together, and then that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? And then time just kept going on, and then maybe 6 years after we was together, I had a daughter. You know what I mean? It wasn't like immediate. No, I waited 6 years.
He was in jail when y'all met or something?
No. He was in jail. We were, doing the dating thing. Then we was in a relationship, and then we was together every day, and then it just kept going from there.
I'm still trying to see, like, why did you say he wasn't growing though?
Because I felt like after so many years of us being together, his ideal life should have been my idea. I mean, like, we should have had the same ideal life, and we didn't. And the reason that we didn't is because we didn't take the time to figure out what we wanted to do with our life.
When you say the ideal life, he's supposed to have the same ideal life as you.
Right.
Isn't that something you could just have a conversation about, though?
When you get to a certain...
On what you feel like that. What's your ideal of an ideal life?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. We never had the conversation. So
What?
we was just together, and then the time just kept passing, and we were together. That was my man. And then that became my husband. Like, that was my person. We just kept living life together. We didn't never stop to say, hold on, what, because we got together. I was 26. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, he was my type of man, and I guess I was his type of girl. But we never actually had a sit down adult conversation. Like, okay, where do you see? Like, we just was together. You don't have baby mama and baby mama. Like, don't.
So you?
Oh my God, he is exhausting me, you guys. Jesus.
So
Christ.
you feel like he wasn't maturing because
once
y'all didn't have the same idea where like life should be going.
Exactly. We didn't never sit down and make a plan, like, or even outside of a plan, we just never even asked each other what our ideal of older life looked like. You know what I'm saying? We just thought we would go through life together and we was on the same path, but we wasn't. We wasn't nowhere near on the same path. Our lives just wasn't directed in no type of way, but because we got together and then we was just together, and we was just living every day by day. You get what I'm saying? We weren't really like, okay, now we're at this age. What should we see for ourselves at this age? We never had that conversation, and that's ignorant on both our parts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, and I hope that people are having those conversations, because if you're not, you're going to end up in divorce. Because if you don't have the conversation, you can know, like, well, that ain't what I see for my life. You know what I mean? Like, we don't all see the same thing for our life just because we get with somebody, and, we all see different things. And you have to respect the fact that that person doesn't see the same thing as you.
You don't think at no point in time y'all could have got on the same page, or you just had gave up?
I think we let too much time go past, like, years. And then, so let me say this, like, men, you guys age different than women, right? You guys get a little bit more like, okay, this is what it is. This is what it's going to continue to be. Because at any time, you guys, when you get to, you guys is old age doesn't kick in till you're like middle 60, right? Because you could be so well established and have funds and everything. So you don't age like a woman ages. Like, if we age out, we age out. There's no, we can go back. Like, what I look like going back and paying for a young boy to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you guys don't see the same things we see when we get to a certain age. You know what I mean? You guys are content. You like what you like. You don't want no change because you know that you can still kind of maneuver. Women, we get to that age where we're like, we get a little antsy. You know what I'm saying? And we want to make we feel like we should be elevating past certain things. Do you get what I mean by that?
Kind of.
Okay. As long as we have an understanding. I just want people to understand that it's just not, it's not a certain thing like, oh, this is what I'm compatible to, this is what I'm compatible to. It was just something that I just didn't do, and because he was my type. We can get trapped by people we think are our type.
What's your type?
My type. My type is changing a little bit. But my type, I like somebody that's self-aware. I like somebody that is, very, he works out. He has a discipline other than to his penis. Because a lot of men are disciplined to their penis and nothing else.
What? So what? Discipline to their penis? What you mean?
I'm not going to say most men, but the image that they're portraying these days is that men are more disciplined to their penis than they are to anything else.
What does that mean? You just said
that means that because you feel like you pay the bills and you're providing, that she should be okay if you decide to, because men aren't perfect and they're gonna cheat. No, you're disciplined to your penis. You're not disciplined to anything else. So how are you gonna lead her when you can't even be disciplined to anything outside of your flesh? That's stupid.
I ain't even about to get on that one because I feel like that subject matter been beat. It's like beating a dead horse. So
it is.
I'm good. I'm gonna let you have that one. So get your thought out. That was obviously something that was on your mind. But rock out. You can talk about it all you want though. I'm good.
You asked me a question and I gave you an answer.
Okay. Moving along. What's up with all this? We just in February when we got all this like black on black crime going on, man. Not Shannon Sharpe and Mike Epps getting into it.
It's exhausting.
It's exhausting. So
wait, when they
so Mike Epps, he got recorded at one of his shows recently where he was hold on, I'm gonna play the clip where basically he was sending shots at Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to play the clip for y'all. Hold up one quick second. And I am semi-prepared, guys. Here you go.
Semi-prepared.
Trying to do an interview. That nigga Shannon Sharpe called me trying to do an interview. I said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'll sit down, nigga. Thought he was going to attack Cat, that nigga there.
Shout out, Mike Epps.
The nigga's telling you. Put a wig on that nigga. Tell me if that ain't motherfucking Medea's sister, nigga.
Check runners.
No. All right, so there went. So this is Shannon Sharpe's reply to that.
Put this out there, and this one, I'm gonna fire this shot over your head, mofo, and you will know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mention my name again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put the DMs. And I don't like doing this.
Yeah.
But you're lying. See, and I don't care about all that other stuff. You can say I'm gay, and you can say I don't care about that because I won't chase a lie, but I won't let you lie on my name.
Yeah.
Now you can say all that other stuff. I can deal with that. Mm-hmm. I heard that 1,000 times.
Yes,
just
sir.
like everybody jumping in the chat talking about, he don't like number white women.
Right.
I done dated a lot of different races.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you like Skittles now. You eat every color. Come on, talk to me now.
No, I don't eat. I don't eat.
Check.
I don't do all that.
You know what I mean? That's why I said Skittles. Skittles. Okay. I'm with you.
You know, I look at it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to release the DMs because you're lying.
Yeah.
You said I reached out to you to come on Club Shay Shay, and you a mofo lie. Now, when I see you, I'm going to see you. I'm going to see if you about that.
Okay.
I'm going to see if you want to say what you've been saying on trying to get some jokes because you got mad because Cat Williams did what he did. Now, when I see you, I'm going to see if you really about that.
Yeah, and then when I...
That nigga
Check runners.
Hey, man, what is going on in 2024, man? It's like everybody jumping off the porch and like, hey, what's that? Everybody with it now.
Y'all held all this energy to 2024.
Hey, let it out. 2024, what Cat Williams said. Cat Williams really set the tone of the year.
Hey.
This man said, when he went on Shannon Sharpe's show, he said, this is a place of truth. And ever since that interview, it's like just branches. It's like different little branches of beef and negativity. and a lot of funny stuff has been coming from that interview. Cause like we got the Monique interview that went crazy. You know,
God. Listen. I just, I don't like the black on black violence. Stop the violence, you guys. You guys are, you're not being very good examples for us young folks. I feel like Cat set the world on fire, first of all. Cat set the world on fire. He did not leave no stone unturned, no bullet unshot, okay? He shot everybody, first of all. And then that just, Monique had to come. Auntie had to come. Come on, Auntie. She had to come on with her, she went and sat on the couch with Shannon. And Shannon, I need to be on the couch. Like, let me come on the couch, Shannon. Let me come on the couch.
I think ever since Cat, man, it's like everybody just looking for that moment. They want to create a moment like that. So they'll go on there and then they'll say anything to create a moment. You know what I'm saying? Because they looking at it like, damn, Cat got 50-some million views off this interview, and he going on tour. So don't think for 1 minute that interview, Cat Williams was already gonna do good on his tour. But don't think not 1 minute, that interview did not catapult and really. He probably had to add a whole bunch of new dates after that interview to that tour. Absolutely. So people are looking at that. You know what I'm saying?
Product placement. Yeah. They said Shannon Sharpe was making upwards of $3,000 per minute on YouTube, like when that interview first hit. That's insane.
Yeah, I don't know how much he was making, man, but he made some money though.
I just saw it yesterday, but it was great marketing, and I feel like Monique, of course, shout out Monique, I don't have no problem with you, girl. She had to do what she had to do, and it's all's fair in love and war. You know what I mean? All's fair in love and war. So shout out to everybody that's giving us news to talk about. Cat, you opened the box. Cat came out like everybody gets shot.
Dude, how you feel about Monique stand up comedy? It's like I like her as an actor. So I recently just watched one of her stand-ups. It's on, I think it was on Netflix. How you feel about her stand-up?
You know what? I don't, and I'm sorry, Monique, I don't remember the last one. I did watch it, but I absolutely do not remember, the performance. I see that that's trending today, that her last stand-up was horrible. Somebody said that. I think DL said that her last stand-up was horrible. It didn't
we not going to listen to DL because DL mad because Monique, like, shot him up in that interview. You know what I'm saying? So they beefing. Like, more comedy on comedy crime.
Comedy on comedy. Please stop all the black comedy on comedy.
Hey, man. Can y'all, it's like, but I don't know what it is when y'all get up there on that couch, man. It's just something about that couch. It's like it's something. It's like when you got your good countries on one side and your bad country. It's like people get on that couch. It's like they just all their impulsive thoughts just take over and they just be trying to think of the best lie to tell. I need a moment. I need to go viral.
That's not what it is.
And the couch be tapping them on their shoulder.
It's the cognac. Shannon Sharpe.
Man, them niggas don't be drinking that much.
Whatever that cognac, that yak, that Sharpe yak, that shit gonna make you tell. It's gonna make you tell.
Nah, they don't be drinking that much.
It gotta be, because ain't no way you getting on that soft leather buttery couch made of nothing but raw cow.
Nah, them niggas just sit down lying.
With that cognac, you can't tell me that you feeling good in that leather. That leather soft, baby.
Niggas just feel like lying. Yeah, I'm quite sure the leather will probably feel real good. That must be some lying ass leather. Oh my God, I ain't never felt no leather like this. I feel like, no, I'm finna tell a lie.
Not lying ass leather.
Oh, lying ass leather.
Come on, lying ass leather. But shout out Cat Williams, Monique, and Shannon Sharpe. Hey, listen, you guys make it possible for us to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Because that shit is hilarious.
Oh man, tell me this, Mimi.
What's up?
At what point did women get so delusional? Because I feel like the delusion is at an all-time high. Like, I never seen this many women so delusional in my life. And can you speak to this delusion?
About what?
And are you currently delusional?
I don't know. What? It depends. What are we talking about?
Okay. Shout out to the Ugly Money podcast. You know, shout out to my big cousin Nietzsche, Ugly Money Nietzsche.
You know me.
So I got this clip. With this young lady on here. Guys, I want you to hear this right here. I want you guys to hear this clip for yourselves. And
Shannon Sharpe.
And let me know how you feel about this, guys.
Hey, you drive Uber, that's all you do?
Yeah, I drive Uber from the time the sun comes up to the time the sun comes down.
That's a lot of driving.
Yeah.
So how much money do you make?
Go ahead. I make $48,000 a year.
No.
Why? What's wrong with $48,000 a year driving Uber?
It's not enough.
Why isn't it enough?
Because I just said you have to be able to take care of you and then also be able to provide a lifestyle I'm used to or more. That's less than what I make. You're not going to be able to do both.
Yeah, your ass going to be at both partners. Excuse me, ma'am. Newsflash. There ain't too many rich up on the stage outside of Jug. How the you want me to be a goddamn multi-millionaire and you ain't seen no multis or no millions from your goddamn ass? Hello, it's crawl, walk, run. Maybe I'm starting a delivery service. Maybe I'm starting a driver service. Maybe I'm starting my own business and I'm working for capital. Maybe I'm building an empire. Because goddamn it, sometimes the janitor ends up owning the building. How about you goddamn try to find a nigga? The fact that I work from sun up to sundown is not good enough for you is crazy. Hello, when in the hell did work ethic go out the door? I'm willing to.
All right, big salute. That clip came from the Ugly Money podcast or Trigger Alert. Now,
what's up, Nietzsche? You know, we kind of, we did the I Love Viral thing. Now, shout out Nietzsche.
This is what I asked you about the delusion.
Go ahead.
Because the young lady said the guy, the Uber driver, it was a scenario. It wasn't a real thing, but she was saying like he not gonna be able to afford the lifestyle she is used to.
Okay.
And my whole thing is, we gotta stop going on these shows and just saying stuff, man. Like, stop, women. I love y'all to death. I am, and that's another thing too. Whenever a black man speak his voice and voice an opinion, y'all gotta start. Y'all gotta start saying the man gay or he's sassy. See, I know why they say that though. Yeah, they done got to that point because saying our sex trash or saying we got small penises and calling us broke don't work no more. So y'all gotta say we gay. But that's a whole nother episode.
Let's not do y'all. Let's not do that. I've never done that.
All right, so and moving on though, I ain't even gonna get into that. They're gonna be another episode when I'm gonna talk about that when we gonna have that conversation.
I get it.
Yeah. So it's like everybody want to get on these shows and act like every man they done dated was a damn first round draft pick in the NBA. Like, come on, man. You at the crib eating oodles and noodles and sleeping on the air mattress. Now all of a sudden you go on a show. Oh, a man gotta be able to afford that type of lifestyle on YouTube. You ain't used to no high price lifestyle. A bum on the street can afford this lifestyle y'all be living out here. So why all of a sudden we feel like we got to go on these shows and make it look like we just up there with Beyonce? Like, come on, man. Like, so speak to that as a woman for me, Queen. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where did all this delusion come from? Where did all these unrealistic expectations come from, Mimi?
This is my thing, right? Again, shout out Nietzsche. And the whole Ugly Money squad. But this is my thing. Why does it matter? Like, if she ain't your cup of tea, she ain't your cup of tea no matter what she say out her mouth. So why do you care what she said?
For context, it does matter.
It doesn't. Because are you finna date her?
She not the only one that's on this.
Are you finna date her?
The delusion, it's a pandemic of delusion.
Finna date her?
Not her, but it's a pandemic.
Why does it matter what she said?
It's a pandemic.
It don't.
She's not the only delusional person I see online, though.
To me, I've never
answer the question. Where did the delusion come from?
I've never.
I don't want her. Of course, move on.
I've never dated a guy that asked me what I brought to the table. Never. That's never been my experience, right? And I bring that up to bring it back to this whole 360 thing, like. Why does it matter what she says? She's not your.
This not about her.
What is it about?
You think you making this about her?
It's about every woman.
I'm asking you, where does this delusion come from? Like, you are a woman. Speak for your species right now.
Do you date delusional women?
I think everybody done dated somebody delusional.
Exactly. And you dated them and that's what it was, right? So, I mean,
media training.
At the end of the day, like, if that's her bar that she sets, that she wants, let her have that. And we'll see how long it's going to be before she gets that, because you have to be what you want to attract. God ain't finna bless you with no man that's this, that, and the third, 6-figure maker. He ain't got no kids. He a businessman. He take care of you 100%. Y'all ain't got to go 50-50. And you don't even work out. You don't even clean up. You don't even, like, you got kids with 5 different men like that. Y'all not in the same lane. So why worry yourself with a woman that is saying that and she's not even like that? Lets me know that that's your equal, because I don't worry about the men that say that they don't provide or they feel like it should be. They not even in my circle. I don't worry about them because they're not nobody that I would even meet anyway.
So you're not gonna answer the question?
That's a definite answer. If you don't get that, I don't know what to
I
tell
ask you, where is the delusion coming from to get people to that point where we gotta just have these false expectations on each other? Not even like you still on her.
Social media.
Okay.
Social media has came and had you guys think that everything you see on social media is how your life is supposed to be. And for that, I say you're some fools. Because if you're modeling your life off of people on social media because you feel like your marriage or your boyfriend or girlfriend should be doing this, that, and the third because of social media, then you are the problem, not anyone else. Not your girlfriend, not your whoever. You are the problem because you're taking a bunch of imperfect people that pretend to be perfect on social media now.
Do you think more people will be in happy relationships if it wasn't for social media?
Absolutely, because the term ignorance is bliss is very true. Ignorance is bliss. Like, I don't need to know every move you make. I don't need to know every single thing you do. Like, because then I'll start wondering why I'm not a part of that. Oh, you don't love me enough that I'm not a part of that part of your life. Oh, you don't love me enough. Like, that's what people do. And then they base their real life off of social media. Like, you gotta understand that that's not real life, right? That's an exaggeration of life. So, women, I really hope that you guys are not saying, oh, he got to make this, that, and the third, and da-da-da-da-da. Baby girl, it ain't finna happen. I'm sorry. It's not finna happen. Man, if you think you finna get the perfect body out of a woman that never had a BBL and any children and no sex partners ever in her life, and all she does is work out and read poetry, and she's beautiful, and she's like, sir, that's not gonna happen. Like, snap y'all ass back into reality, like, for real.
And you're right, like men and women like delusional. It ain't just the women, like dudes delusional too. You know what I'm saying? And it be like that. Like, I done had some delusional times in my life.
Yeah, like, we'll let social media dictate. Like we're real people. We're human people, y'all. Like, come on. Y'all think that people go through, like, you think that this girl really just got this perfect man because, what, she's better than you? Or what, she's prettier than you? What is it that y'all think that these people are doing that makes it like, oh, they deserve to have this perfect life? No, it's social media. It's all an exaggeration. Stop basing y'all life upon what you see on social media. Get with your person. Stay in your lane. If you stay in your lane, you know, ride the wave that you in. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to go over here and ride this wave when you ain't conquered this wave yet. You know what I'm saying? Know what your wave is. If you and this is not a slight to nobody. Don't get me wrong. No matter what your lane or profession or whatever you do, get with the person that feeds what you have. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feed each other. I'm not a holistic herbalist. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about all that. So I'm not going to get with no dude that do that because, baby, I can't see your vision. Like, that's just not what I do. You know what I'm saying? Stay in y'all lane. Y'all trying to talk about what homegirl that went and spent $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 on her body. Y'all worried about what she finna go do with her body when you're not in her lane. She went and spent that type of money on her body for a reason. And it's people that are in that lane that are going to pay for that. No, you don't understand that because you're not in that lane. I'm sorry. You're in the lane of these people here. Stay in your lane until you're ready to elevate to the next lane. Until you're not ready to elevate, stop speaking on what this person is doing. Stop worrying about what people that are on the other side of what you're doing are doing. Stay in your lane and you're going to find your person. Everybody want to talk about, oh, he got to make this, he got to make that. Baby girl, you still on welfare. What are you talking about? Like, what you talking about? You still on welfare. What are you talking about? That he got to make this, that, and the third. You trying to go in somebody else's lane. That's all. And I am done with my rant.
That was a good rant, though. I like that. That was actually good.
Yeah, because, you know, it's
see how good it is when you be vulnerable and just open up and say what you feel and you don't hold back.
Oh, Rico.
Don't it feel good?
Oh, Rico.
Don't it feel good?
Oh, Rico.
Do it feel good, yes or no?
It feel great.
Damn it.
Yeah,
that's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear, man.
Shout out Check Runners. What's up?
Check Runners.
Man, let's get ready to get up out of here, man.
Yeah, let's get up out of here. I think we done gave them enough.
Yeah, appreciate everybody for coming through. I appreciate you for coming through, Queen. You know,
absolutely.
Next time I wanna just really just get you to like tell me something real personal. You know. Because when people come on here, my audience be want to know, like, who are these people? You know what I'm saying? Like, so just saying one intimate detail about yourself will really give somebody an idea. Like, okay, that's dope. I too have been through that. You know what I'm saying? And this would help like bring more viewers to your show. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a show, so you need to be vulnerable. You still out here acting like you not in this space.
I'm gonna say it for you and for everybody else that say that to me because I actually hear it a lot.
What? That you need to open up more?
Yeah, that I need to open up more. But I am who I am, right? So, you know, I'm good. Like, you guys love me. You know, I love you guys. You know, I do what I do. But at the same time, you know, like I had to tell somebody recently at an event, you know, I'm always around, but I'm out the way. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I live my life. I'm around, but I'm out the way. So, you know, I everybody that, you know, check me out, support me on whatever platform, you know, I love y'all for that. You know what I'm saying? But I have to keep a piece of me for me. You know what I mean?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all, man. Hey, man, we gone. Yeah. But always remember, when you do what you do it like you're doing it for TV. And we gone. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. Hey.
Check Runners.